Gotta take a look at the work that the Sunday products have been doing. So I got a bunch of patch kits for a lot of our patchy grass. So let's take a look here. So just to point out, this is all new grass here. And as you can see from the top view that this is looking pretty decent. It's starting to get really, really warm, so not so great for grass growing, but you can see some of the grass here in the front. It's doing a little bit better. You can see that here, but there's also weeds intertwined with it. So that's a little bit of a problem. But you can see the grass is actually growing, which is nice. And I had to do a round of scarifying as well as dethatching to get these types of results. So this wasn't that bad because this was essentially all dirt. There was no grass growing because I pulled out a bunch of really, really terrible weeds, which also take a look at this again because the weeds are coming back. But in the front here, there's a lot of the grass that's actually growing. So as you can see here, this is all new grass here. So this is good to see, but a problem with this is you can see within here, there's a lot of weeds growing here. So that's something to note, is that the weeds are gonna eventually kill all of the grass. So all of it here and everywhere. So, but you can see the grass is doing a pretty good job. And it's still very patchy, but there is a lot of grass. So that's one thing to note. And this is 3 weeks into after putting those patch kits, but you can see here there's still quite a bit here that is left to be desired. So it's definitely not perfect, which I think I'll have to buy more patch to actually see how it does, but I may have to wait till the fall because that's a better time to actually grow some grass. So let's go to the side yard and see how that's doing as well. Here there's, see, even 3 weeks, this is still very short and not doing so well. So this is here where the patch kit is. So you can see a little bit here. So yeah, when we get closer in here, you can see it's really not, it's pretty spotty. And in addition to the patch kit, I also went through this and overseeded here too. So you can see random spots where there's quite a bit of overseeding, but again, not a lot of it germinated, it seems. You really need to get down to like the nitty-gritty and actually get down to the dirt. If you don't get down to the dirt, then you run into a bunch of problems where it doesn't really germinate well. So we're at the side yard here, and all of this here is new grass. So you can see that, but as you can see here, there's still a big patch here. I didn't have a patch. I bought 3 patch kits and it was not nearly enough for my lawn because a lot of the lawn was just dead. So here, you can see a lot of good grass here. This is all from that patch kit. So you can see there's good, like pretty thin layers here, which, you know, that's kind of a bummer. But I think if we keep watering this, and I've been watering this twice a day, and just coming out here in the morning and coming out in the late evening and just doing a little water. And as they mentioned, you want to keep the ground moist. So right now it's really, really dry. So I'm out here to water it a bit again. But again, this is 3 weeks in, so you shouldn't have to water it nearly as much. But the problem is there is other baby grass growing here too. So I still have to water this so that in the spots where it's a bit patchy, we need some more grass. In addition to that, I did water the grass with the power grass, the one patch of power grass that came in my plan. So I did lay that down, and yeah, this is a couple days after that. So in a few days, I'll lay down another layer of that. So we'll see if that helps this out at all. But you're supposed to get this grass growing a bit. So if you're overseeding, you want to get the grass growing a bit. And then after that, you want to do the plan that they have for you. So I'm a bit behind in that. So we'll follow that step. And then we'll check the back here. The back is probably the worst. So I overseeded all over here. And then here in these patch spots, there's really nothing growing here. And this is south facing, so, and then here as well, there's really not much going on here. Like maybe a few blades of grass every now and then, but really nothing. So that's a huge bummer. So I have a feeling that really nothing grew where I didn't really put much of the patch kit. So all this stuff here, you can see there's little baby grasses here, which is great, but there's also a bunch of weeds, and this is the stuff that I pulled out last year, and this stuff just overtakes everything underneath. And yeah, it's hard to really know where the roots are because it just gathers and connects itself to one another. But I'm going to see if the dandelion of doom, I believe it's called, is able to get rid of this, because there's some grass in between here, and luckily that stuff can be placed onto your lawn without killing your grass. So I did that when it was pretty like babyish, but we'll see what ends up happening. You can see some patches here as well, and again, the front looks like it did the best, and this stuff is still, growing in. It's not very thick back here, but again, there's a lot of just lawn that is not, as you can see, there's just not a lot going on back here. But you can see in between, there are very, very thin layers, which is good. At least some grass is growing, but what I'm worried about are all these weeds that are coming in that are going to be taking over, like this here. This is like the really big start of this catching and connecting with each other. I don't know what this weed is actually called, so if anybody knows what it is, feel free to leave in the comments below. But yeah, this one is very, very this kills really everything, I swear. Eats up all the water and all the nutrients and destroys your lawn. So yeah, that's how we're doing back here. There was a spot here where I just overseeded everywhere, so you can see little blades of grass, but we started doing a garden bed, so we actually transplanted a lot of this grass. So you can see there's actual some grass here, but again, I don't know if it's good grass or not. You can see it's pretty splotchy here, so it's not done very great, but as well as a bunch of weeds going on here. We need to get rid of these. And the dandelion of doom definitely kills these. I did one spraying of that here, and you can see it killed them pretty good. So that's one thing to note, is it does work on some things, but I feel like I'm gonna need a lot of that stuff to kill all of this, because look how much there is, and it's just spreading out through the lawn. And I'm not sure if any of the fertilizer from Sunday is actually supposed to help with any of this, but hopefully it does a little bit. This is sort of your update, week 3. I actually did, I overseeded a bit before I did the kits, and yeah, that ended up not being so great. There's basically like no grass that grew from that, And I think it was mainly because I didn't end up watering a lot. So that's probably one thing to note, is that if you want this to work out, you're going to have to water your grass every single day. And depending on what the temperature is, you just want to keep it moist. So for example, I think the best time to overseed is like in the fall. So we're trying to do this early spring, and then now it's sort of middle slash last couple of weeks of June. So we're a little bit late, but yeah, hoping to see any results. We are getting some results. It's just not great results. So I'm likely going to get, I don't know, maybe 5 to 6 patch kits, and then just start placing them down, and hopefully that does something. But I may have to wait till the fall, like I mentioned before, because there's just no way that it's become too hot, and I don't think I'm gonna want to water it like 4 times a day just to keep the soil moist. But we will have to see. But yeah, with that said, that's sort of the 3-week update. We are getting some grass growing, but it's not too great. You may want to just hire somebody to help you with this if your lawn was as bad as ours. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think, and thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video. So we kind of look like we're starting from ground zero, but we did get a nice patch here with some clover right in this bit, because this used to be all barren. So we're making some progress, but it's slow. So I was doing some patchwork, and that seemed to work, but in Illinois and probably across the globe, we're kind of running into issues with not having enough water. So I don't really want to have to supplement this by continuously watering this. We're kind of fine with the vegetation that grows back here, like with dandelions and clover and stuff like that. But this is kind of meh. I kind of want some extra grass here. I guess I'm fine with some dandelions and stuff like that, because I was spraying that. But in the back, I think we're more worried about just having green space here, whereas in the front, trying to remove some of the dandelions. So I think I'm going to overseed. Right now it's May 25th, and yeah, we're gonna overseed this and water this, keep it nice and wet a couple times a day. So yeah, we do have a sprinkler system. It's not perfect, but it's probably better than not having a sprinkler system. But we're gonna waste a lot of water this year, essentially. So yeah, let's overseed and see if we can get some grass growing here. We're gonna overseed. We just dethatched with that mumbo jumbo thing, and it's not perfect, but it's better than not dethatching. And then after we overseed, we're gonna rake the seed in, and then we're gonna start watering. And that's gonna be the plan for the next 6 weeks. It's back here too. So I guess some of the best practices are to use some topsoil to mix this in. The main point of this is to make sure you get contact with the soil. And as you can see in a lot of spots here, there's still a boatload of thatch here, which hinders us from getting to the ground. So the idea around this is to hopefully rake this in, hence the rake that I have, and then hopefully that will give us penetration. I think this is the last time I'm gonna try overseeding. Well, maybe not, I don't know. It's hard to really even tell if you've made any headway with this or not. And yeah, we just have some leftover seed from Sunday, and this is a ton of seed that I'm pouring into not a lot of space. So we got birdies here that are trying to eat all our grass and eat all our seed, but we're just trying to spread this as much as we can here. And even in spots where you don't thatch, you can rake it in, get it to the ground, and then hopefully get some penetration and get some, we should probably go over there too, get some seed into the grass. So I'm gonna try to do that. So now we are watering a bit. You're supposed to keep the seed and the soil wet, but not drenched in water. So that's what I'm doing. And you're supposed to do this twice a day. So that's kind of a pain in the butt. In the front, I've been using the sprinklers. They're a little bit better in terms of just overall consistency. In the back here, there's some spots that just don't get watered from the sprinkler system, which is really, really annoying. But, you know, I didn't install the system, so it's not really built for these trees over here. And this tree over here too. Or there's 3 trees, but yeah. So not too much, but not too little. Again, the back here gets a ton of sun, so that's basically why this grass here just gets fried. So I'm just gonna water a bit here. And again, you know, this is stuff that's brand new and that's actually doing quite well. There's also a vole in here, which is why you see patches within them. So that's the mousie's fault.